What is going on, guys? Pastor Abram here, and today I'm going to be answering a question about the BGMC Trading Card Game. What are location cards? I have one here in this sleeve. This is the Dominican Republic, and location cards. So let's just talk about first, if you are collecting cards, location cards are just plainly different locations around the world that we have a missionary presence in, that there's a missionary focus in, and every location card, you should be able to see here, has a description, and it also has resources needed that explain for the game what kind of resources need to get sent to this location. So what is a location card in the actual game? In the game, you will actually play a location card for your opponent. They don't know which location you're going to play, which makes it somewhat difficult for them. Because the way they win the game is they send the most resources. Hopefully you'll be able to see it here. Let me see if I can focus in on it a little bit better. They need to be sent resources for whatever location that has been played against them. So the Dominican Republic, if you're not familiar, it's in Latin America, South America. I don't know if South America has its own region. I don't think it does. I think it's all Latin America, Caribbean, is Latin America, the Caribbean, and South America. I can't remember if AGWM has a South America region. I don't think they do. So the Dominican Republic, they are in need of rice, new construction, water bottles, medical care, goats, and remodeling. Those are some of the things that are the biggest needs for this location, for this country of the Dominican Republic. And you can see at the bottom, it'll tell you where it's at, and then a partner for that location. So partners for the location, if in the game you have the corresponding partner, you will get more points. And then those points that you have at the very end of the game will allow you to buy whatever resources you have in your hand that connect with this location. So what is cool about location cards? Let me zoom back out really quick. What is cool about location cards? So let me actually open up, this is my Gen 1 binder here, and you'll be able to see that I have several different locations, right? So all of these cards correspond with different locations, from Cambodia to Jordan to the Philippines, Go Pinoys, Dominican Republic. So that's the card that I have here, literally in my binder, right? So all of these cards for locations, they talk about real places. They can be tools to help our kids understand that there are real places in the world that missionaries are right now, or different missionary organizations are right now, that need these real tangible things. And when we give to BGMC these specific things like rice or new constructions, new buildings, building new buildings, water bottles, medical care, goats, all of those things, when we give to BGMC, are actually being used to be sent or to be built or to be given to the people in these locations. So let me just pull out the Philippines, because that's my family's home country. My dad immigrated from the Philippines in the 1960s. The Philippines is really significant to me. I was actually planning on going to the Philippines this year. Sadly, due to some stuff, I wasn't able to travel, but the Philippines are near and dear to my heart. There are 7,000 islands in the Philippines. So let's just read it. Due to an extreme poverty, natural disasters, typhoons, and tsunamis are very, very popular and common in the Philippines. They happen to be flooding, typhoons, tsunamis. They affect my home country very, very often, and it is a real thing. So in armed conflicts in the Philippines, about 1.8 million children are abandoned or neglected. Some kids live in squatter camps and are raised in poorly run state shelters. So what are some of the things they need? Let me zoom in here so you can see it a little bit better. They need meals, medical care, new construction, curriculum, clothing, Bibles. So these are things that when you send money to BGMC, BGMC then sends these kinds of things to missionaries or partner organizations like Asia's Little Ones in the Philippines that actually send these specific things. So when you give money, Meals are being sent to the Philippines. Medical care is being sent to the Philippines. Curriculum and training are being sent to the Philippines. Clothes are being sent to the Philippines. These cards are real tools to help our kids understand there are real places in the world that have real needs, and when we give to missions, when we give to BGMC, these places are impacted. This is an awesome tool to help train and disciple and form our kids and explain to them why it's important that we give to missions. So I hope that answers any questions that you might have. If you have any questions about what location cards are, maybe something about the location cards, they always are green. They have an L in the corner. They sometimes, I don't remember if, let me open up the vaults here and see if I have a Rise of Revival location. There's one right here on the top, thankfully. So they look a little different. They don't have the globe here. They have a globe on this side, location. They have the region here next to it. These have actually, these are even cooler. These have prayer points. You can pray. Oh, sorry, I knocked the camera there. You can pray specifically for things, and the card tells you how you can pray. So for Africa and Ethiopia, you can pray for the construction of women's shelters, women's centers. So these cards, especially the Rise of Revival ones, the newest cards that they've made, these cards are awesome because they tell you how you're impacting this location, how you're praying for them impacts them, and it gives parents and kids a tool to help them pray for missions and help them know how their money is being used across the world. So, hey, hopefully that answered some of your questions. If not, leave a comment. I'd love to answer it for you. But until next time, peace.